bass is a little loud on this. I'm trying to get my bearings straight here. There we go. Josh, you know how to work a board, right? If my guitar's in line 2, it sounds a little bassy. Thanks, brother. So, when the French came here, they brought this cute little musical instrument. En français, in French, it's called guimbarde, but you might know it as a jaw harp. It was the first Euro-Asian musical instrument to come to old Detroit. I take this to schools, I show it to kids, they think it's a key, but I tell them that it's a musical instrument. And I like to see the expression on their face when they hear it for the first time. How are you? And that's how you play the guimbarde. Guimbarde, that's right. Never, Sean's never heard of it. Not many people have. So, the French, as I was mentioning about the French veillée, this was a chance for people to get acquainted, and there were also, this was also a good time to sing some old sing-alongs. Where's my glasses? What did I do with my glasses? Right there. Oh, there they are. Thanks. I love it when I go to schools and I work with kids, and if I lose something, inevitably they say, "Oh, that's right over there." All right. I like to think that my ancestors had, pardon? I like to think that my ancestors had sung this song as they were paddling down the Detroit River. It's called the V'la Bon Vent. If you know it, please sing along. You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Derrière chez nous est une étang. 3 beaux canards s'en vont baignant. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. 3 beaux canards s'en vont baignant. Les fils d'oies s'en vont chassant. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Violon! S'en vont chassant avec son grand fusil d'argent. Everybody sing along. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Avec son grand fusil d'argent, les salles noires, tout et les blancs. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle. V'la bon vent, v'la joli vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Violon! j'allais bon, v'là mon papa mi m'attend. Oh fils de roi, tu es méchant, d'avoir tué mon canal blanc. Here we go! V'là mon bon, v'là j'allais bon, v'là mon papa mi m'appelle, v'là mon bon, v'là j'allais bon, v'là mon papa mi m'attend. Yee! Guitars, how's the guitar? I'm sorry? Oh, it sounds okay to me. So yeah, thanks, Josh. Well, this is a sync. All right, this is the next song we're going to do is a French sing-along. It's a drinking song. Big surprise there. It's called Les Chevaliers de la Table Ronde, Knights of the Round Table. Like I say, it was a drinking song. It was sung at my communion. Then the adults showed up. All right. So usually, if we were to do it the way the music is written, we'll do it in 3/4 and then jump to 4/4. But I think it's going to be a lot easier for you if we just do it in 4/4 because you are part of the song. So, for example, when I sing, let's see the first line here, Chevalier de la Table Ronde, Gouton, voici le vin est bon, and I repeat that. Here's your part. Good envoi, oui, oui, oui. Can you do that? Even if it's just the oui, oui, oui part. Good envoi, oui, oui, oui. Good envoi, no, no, no. So it's yes and then no. So, good envoi, oui, oui, oui. Good envoi, no, no, no. Good envoi, si le vin est bon. Good envoi, oui, oui, oui. Good envoi, no, no, no. Good envoi, si le vin est bon. All right. Just give me some potatoes on this one. Oh, it's working? No, it's my fault. 1, 2, 3. Chevalier de la Table Ronde, good envoi, si le vin est bon. Good envoi, si le Table Ronde, good envoi, si le vin est bon. Here you go. Good envoi, oui, oui, oui. Good envoi, no, no, no. Good envoi, si le vin est bon. Good envoi, oui, oui, oui. Good envoi, no, no, no. Good envoi, si le vin est bon. Get it? Pretty easy. S'il est bon, s'il est agréable, j'en pourrai jusqu'à mon plaisir. S'il est bon, s'il est agréable, j'en pourrai jusqu'à mon plaisir. Jamberai, oui, 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 jamberai, non, 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 jamberai jusqu'à mon plaisir. Jamberai, oui, 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 jamberai, non, 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 jamberai jusqu'à mon plaisir. Jamberai 5 ou 6 bouteilles, une femme sur mes genoux. Jamberai 5 ou 6 bouteilles, jamberai jusqu'à mon plaisir. Jamberai, oui, 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 jamberai, non, 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 jamberai, vous lèvez à nous. Jamberai, oui, 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 jamberai, non, 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 jamberai sur mes genoux. Here's the last one. Les deux pieds contre la muraille et la tête sur les robinets. Pieds contre la muraille et la tête sur les robinets. Et we go. Now, my favorite verse is the fourth. Les deux pieds contre la muraille et la tête sous les robinets. You know what that means? It means my feet up against the wall with my head underneath the spigot. When I was old enough, that's the earliest memory I have of my grandmother. So, anyway, let's move on here. And quick story. This story takes place in the year 1721. Monsieur Cadillac had already moved on, and the commandant of the fort of Détroit was Ditanti. Alphonse Ditanti. Ditanti had called all the indigenous peoples together and said that he would no longer be trading firewater, alcoholic beverage. This greatly upset them, and the indigenous people said, we know that it hurts us, but now that you've given it to us, we can't do without. So Tanti, he had an idea. He found a voyageur named Jean Chicot, and he said, look at Jean, I'll give you some brandy, you trade it with the people, and they'll trade you furs, and with those furs, we'll split the profits. Sounded like a good idea. So off went Jean, and that's exactly what he did. He traded some of the brandy with the native people in return for the furs. Well, on the way back to his, whatever you want to call it, his hovel, he noticed these little white fairies floating around him. In French, dents blanches. And they were teasing him and aggravating him. And finally, one of them took Jean and he started to spin him around, and his head became dizzy, and all the furs flew around. And Jean said, well, I'm going to get those little fairies. And he would try to catch them, but every time he would go to grab one, it would dive into the earth. And from the earth would bubble up a little spring. All right. Till finally there were no more. But now, Jean, he smelled sulfur. And he looked up into the trees where he saw loup-garou. Who is loup-garou? The werewolf. And they became entangled in a struggle. And finally, Jean, he lost consciousness. When he woke up, he said he had to go to the fort to tell everybody what had happened. And so that's exactly what he did. And in the morning, they came back to the spot where this tussle had taken place. And sure enough, there was a burned patch on the earth. And those little springs that were bubbling up produced a sulfur smell. And you know what this place is called today? Spring wells. You're sitting on it. That's the legend of how spring wells came to be. So, let's see here. Tell you what. Oh, you want to clap for that? Go ahead. That's fine. Let's change things up a bit. What do you think? Who wants... I need a lady for the next song, because I'm going to teach you a French-Canadian two-step. I see she didn't volunteer. Can we have your name? Diane. Let's do Wilfred Gillette. Wilfred Gillette's reel. All right, so let me teach it to you first. We'll show you how it's done, and if you want to join us, feel free. So here we are like this, and it's like a little polka step. I'm going to go to my right, but you go to your left. Now watch my feet. It's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. See, that's the A part. See how simple? All right, now the B part. We swing around like this, and it's just a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. My formal training is in ballet. I don't know if you can tell. Then we turn around and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. All right. So let's run through the music and tell you. Let's just go through it one time, Sean.
No repeats.
No repeats, because this is our teaching moment. So if you want to join us after this, you're more than welcome. So the A part twice, B part twice, and then for the intro, a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Dum dum, and then pick it up from there. Anybody want to try it? No. Boy, that was emphatic. No! Come on, Sean.
Come on.
Yes, you guys should do it.
Oh, right there. There's a partner.
You do it right there. Josie, you gotta do it. You two go and do it. Both of you do it together. Yes.
Come on.
Come on. Georgia. You in Georgia. Georgia.
Oh, come on over here. Come on and join us in a line.
Come on down here.
All wrong in a line, yes. Just watch out for the posts.
Good. Guys on this side, I assume.
Yep, guys on this side. Now in old Detroit, the only excuse you could have for dancing was suffering from something called mal de roquette. Loosely translated, that means swelling of the feet and wearing snowshoes. We don't have any snow today, so we're in good shape. All right, Sean, give us our intro.
No, I did something.